Hello crafty friends. Today we are going out in the wild on a little adventure. I did a series over on TikTok and on Instagram called the Dollar Spot Glow Up, where I found something at Target and I gave it a little glow up and gave it new life and new purpose. And I loved doing that. So now we're just gonna do a long form version of that. And I'm gonna go to the Dollar Tree, we're gonna find something super cute, and then we're gonna give it new life, we're gonna give it a little glow up. So I don't have a materials list for you yet because I don't know what we're making today. It's a surprise. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to head over to the Dollar Tree. We're gonna talk about what criteria I look for when I'm finding a blank at a Dollar Tree or a Dollar Spot or something like that. And then we're gonna bring it back here and we're going to reinvent it into something new. So without further ado, let's get after it. There she is, Dollar Tree. Okay, so these are right at the front. These are immediately good. Anything like plain and plastic is nice to just like put a name on. Okay, they have Arthur toys here. Like what? DW, what are you doing here? I also love getting stuff like this. Like all their felt stuff is great because you can iron on this. Anything plain and plastic like this is also great because you can personalize it however you want. So I love these little guys, and I also love these with the little scallop top. Okay, when did they start making all these cool crayons? I'm definitely gonna be getting these confetti ones. I also am probably getting these neon ones. Okay, so cups are also always a good choice from the Dollar Tree. They're really well priced. These are $5. They're also the kind that have that brushed metal underneath, so you could also use armor etch on these and like etch off the paint. Also, if it's been a while since you've been to the Dollar Tree, don't forget that you can get Cricut tools here, and I've heard great things about them, and they also have a whole crafting aisle. I had no idea this was here. Okay, I am loving these little guys. These are so cute. Ooh, I really like these guys, these little catch-all trays. These would be fun to paint and personalize. Okay, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these stickers, but I absolutely love them, and they're coming home with me. Also, I don't know if this is what I'm gonna do today, but I did find these little wood blocks, and then they have these little things that I feel like would go on them so well if you wanted to make like a name sign for a kid's door. I think it's time to be done. We got the goods. Okay, we are done at Dollar Tree. I think I got everything that I needed. So I went back to these guys that they had kind of in their spring section. I just love them. I think they're really cute. And then I also got this little sticker set. Hold on, let me find it. They had these cute little bunny stickers, which I'm not sure that I'm gonna use them all, but I think it'd be cute to use like one of them on the front and then do some vinyl around it. And then I also got these stickers that I loved immediately when I saw them. I think these would be really cute to take like a micron pen and add like to them and maybe put those on there somehow. So we're gonna give those little containers a little Dollar Tree glow up. Okay, we are back from Dollar Tree. I already showed you what I got, but I'm just gonna show you quickly again. And now I'm gonna tell you like what additional supplies you're gonna want to give this little Dollar Tree thing a glow up. Okay, this is kind of our primary little purchase here, and it's these two cutie little containers. Remember that they did have these in other colors. I'm just always gonna go with pink. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. I got these little bunny stickers that I was thinking about putting on here, but honestly, I don't think I'm gonna use them. I found a file that I like better that I think I'm gonna use instead. And if you remember, I did also get these stickers that are gonna be so fun to like adorn with a little micron pen and put on something. But again, I don't think I'm gonna end up using these today. So I'm just gonna, you know, they will get used eventually. They will make a reappearance. So we're gonna use two different files today for this project. They're both from Design Bundles. If you're not familiar with Design Bundles, you can get a plus membership to Design Bundles and pay monthly and get access to their library of literally millions of SVGs, and there are new SVGs added every single day. It also includes some really cool software that I use all the time that you can use to generate AI-based images for your crafting. That's really cool because it's made by crafters for crafters, and lots of other stuff. I won't get into all the details today, but I promise it's worth it. I love Design Bundles. I am biased because I work for them, but I do love it. Okay, so that being said, we're first using this file today, which is going to be our print then cut, and we're gonna put that on this one, just like a big one in the front and center. And then we're gonna do a smaller version on this one in the front using this little chinoiserie print then cut bow. I'm also gonna cut out a bunch of little bows in this cutie little light pink color, and they're gonna go all around on this one. So we're gonna kind of make them like coordinating. They're gonna be like sisters, not twins, you know? So we're gonna be using sticker paper today for our print then cut. I use Betke premium labels. It just comes in these 8.5 by 11 sheets. This is what it looks like on the back. It says Betke. You can get it on Amazon. I will link it in the description of this video. We are also using StarCraft HD permanent vinyl in powder pink. You're also gonna need a standard grip Cricut mat, and then you're also gonna need a weeding hook and a pair of scissors. For transfer tape, I'm using StyleTech medium tack transfer tape today. You will be needing that. Okay, so here we are in Cricut Design Space. This is our cute little bow design. I don't know how big it needs to be. We need 2 of those, and that's gonna be our print then cut today. I'm just gonna quickly measure the front here. I think we could go up to 3.5 in width. So let's see what that does if I knock it down to 3.5. That's perfection for that one. And then on this one, I just want it to be smaller, maybe more like no taller than 2. So we're gonna duplicate this bad boy, and since it's taller than it is wide, we're gonna limit it to 2 in the height. So there's our little twinning bows. And then I'm just gonna make these other little bows that we're gonna do like kind of complementary. So I'm gonna make them about yay big. And we're gonna do like 7 of them. And they're just gonna kind of boop, 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 all around our little, what they're calling a trifle container. Let's make it. So this is print then cut. We wanna do it on 8.5 by 11 paper. And then this is gonna be vinyl, but we don't need to mirror it, so we're not worried about that. And then I'm gonna hit continue. And then we need to send it to our printer. I'm gonna stick this bad boy in my printer. My printer feeds like this, so I wanna put it the logo side up. The area by my printer is currently a hot mess, so I will spare you from looking at it. In fact, I'm gonna show this to you really quick because this is just so funny to me. Like at any given time when I'm filming and it like looks pretty clean around my office, this is what the space around me looks like. This carpet is like on its last leg. I'm really outing myself here. This carpet is on its last leg. It is so dirty. Dog toy and all this stuff just laying around. Yeah. Okay, so here is our print then cut. We love her, she's so cute. And then we're gonna cut this on we're gonna cut it on sticky note, less pressure, because I really just want it to like peel right off like a sticker. So that's what we're gonna do for that. We don't wanna remember material settings though, because we're gonna cut it on a different setting for our vinyl, so. All right, so we're just gonna lay this down. We're gonna go ahead and let that cut. And then after that, we will cut our vinyl. Alrighty. Because this is print then cut, it is gonna check the alignment first, and then it's gonna read all the registration marks. So if you've never done print then cut before, that can be like mildly alarming because it's not how your Cricut generally like starts working. And you might be like, it's not cutting. What the heck is happening? It's not doing it. Because it does that. But it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's just reading the registration marks. No problem. Wazza! Okay, so now we have our print then cut done. Wow, it's still cut all the way through. Okay, so there's our first layer done, and now we need to cut our powder pink layer. We're gonna cut this one on premium vinyl removable mat, and we are going to use more pressure because my blade is really old. And we really just need, looking at the preview over there on the left, we really just need like a little strip for this. Just gonna get a little strip and then use my little slap bracelet to close it back up. We're just gonna lay this down, and then we are ready to cut this layer. And then we're like on the home stretch of this project already. This little dollar spot glow up. Okay, let's put this in the Cricut and cut that second layer. Okay, actually, while that cuts, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the sticker from this because I have a sneaking suspicion it may leave some residue behind and we may have to clean it. Wow, it didn't. I am shooketh. Can we go 2 for 2? Wow, that was pretty cool. I'm actually shocked by that. Okay, we're almost ready. Okay, so we have cut both layers. I'm actually gonna go ahead and weed this on the Cricut mat. Sometimes I find it like a little bit easier to weed these like more intricate, smaller designs on the mat because everything just stays like stuck down, you know? That is gonna waste a little bit extra vinyl, especially if you're like a trimmer, like if you don't measure it like me ahead of time, and then you trim it down after the fact to save whatever excess, you won't be able to do that if you do it this way. So you end up wasting a little bit, but sometimes it's worth it not to tear your own hair out, you know what I mean? It is kind of finicky because it's very, very intricate. So I feel like by the third one, you kind of figure out where your like little trouble spots are gonna be and you become like a little more agile around them. Also, if you hear any banging, it's because I have someone tied up in the basement. I'm just kidding. It's because they're working on our deck in the backyard. It had some rotten wood pieces, so they're fixing that. There we go. That one was like really not wanting to release it for whatever reason. Okay, last one. And because I didn't like measure this at all or really figure out how many I needed, I'm gonna be ticked if I don't use them all because these are taking a long time. Got it. Okay. That was a little crazy. So now let's put it on. So this was supposed to be kiss cut, but it like went all the way through. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get the rest of it off here. Cute. And then I'm just gonna peel the backing because this is literally just a sticker. And then I want this just like right up here at the top. Not the most even job I've ever done. I'm gonna use my little squeegee. That was like way more stuck down, like really fast than I thought it was gonna be. There we go. Okay. That is so cute. And then we're going to make a little twin. So this one is gonna have the littler sticker. You know what I'm thinking about right now? This is absolutely ridiculous, but do you ever like start a new show and then you're just like excited for the whole day until like the nighttime when you get to lay down and like watch it? That is me right now. I've been watching the new Kate Hudson show on, I think it's on Netflix, Running Point. It's super cute. I'm really enjoying it. And I started it last night and I literally am like excited to wrap up my day and like change into my pajamas and watch it. I'm like so excited. Okay, so that's those. Now I'm gonna get a little square of transfer tape and get our little bows on there. So I'm just cutting a little square. I'm probably gonna be able to reuse this exact same square for the whole project. So I'm not like going wild. I'm literally getting like a little square. And then I'm just gonna use my square to pick up the one on the far left over here, being careful not to accidentally grab two. And then I'm just gonna start kind of placing them around. I kind of want them to be like high-low. So like some of them are gonna be down low and I'm going to put some of them up high. The more you work your way around, the easier it's gonna get because you're gonna get used to like what spots will tend to pull up, but also your transfer tape is gonna get less sticky. So it just kind of like makes it a little easier. Okay, last one. This is like the perfect amount. Goodness, how did I do that? Okay, this is so cute. This is about to be my new ice cream bowl. You think that's a serving size? I think it is. Okay, love, 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 love. Okay, how fun are these? So once again, this is our Dollar Tree glow up. I'm kind of interested in making this a series. I would love y'all's opinions. So if you love stuff like this and you want to see more glow ups, I could do Dollar Tree glow ups. I could do Target Dollar Spot glow ups. Holla for the Target Dollar Spot. So if you want to do something like that, if you want to see more of this, please let me know in the comments below. Until next time though, happy crafting, my friend. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. It really helps me out. And also make sure you hit that little notification bell so you don't miss a thing when I upload a new video. Thank you so much for being here. Can't wait to see you next time. We will do another crafty craft, I'm sure. Let me know in the comments below what you want to see.